G'day guys, it's Al here from the Real Dad Movement. Just got a champion of a bloke, Ben Warner, with us today. Hey Ben, thanks for joining us.
Hey, no worries.
Just thought I'd ask Ben along to share his story and how he's going so far with RDM and give a bit of insight into how we work, why what we're doing is successful for fathers all across the country, and sharing his experiences so far. So Ben, first and foremost, mate, let's start with before you started with RDM. What was happening in your life, mate? Where were you at?
Yeah. I was working in a job. I wasn't really happy with it, and then I was also trying to lose weight on my own and trying to exercise my own. I knew what I had to do, but just by myself, I found I'd have a good run or a good spurt, and then I'd run out of steam or get distracted or another thing would happen. So I think that's sort of where I was, and I think that's one of the things that's sort of really I find really good about RDM is there's a good focus, and there's other people, other dads obviously as well, that I can look at and go, oh, they've got it just as tough, or as they don't have any time like I don't have any time. They got problems with their kids like I got problems with my kids. So you can completely relate to it, and I suppose some of those excuses kind of evaporate a bit as well. But I'd also, Alex, as well, with your guidance, things that I've got pretty close, I can get that little tweak just to get it over the line as well. So, I think for me, that's been really great.
Yeah, awesome, mate. And you talk about being time poor and time management, mate. We had one of our dad videos, and you're putting the kids to bed reading a story to them as well at the same time, mate.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot to unmute the microphone. Yeah,
that's right. But it is true, though, isn't it, mate? Like, time is such a valuable thing, and it's really hard these days for all of us. And you spoke about a couple of excuses or finding ways around it, and not only that with the group, but appreciating that there are other dads. Not that you wish this on anyone, but you can have that resonate with someone knowing that there's other dads that are going through the same thing, mate.
Yeah, and also things that are worse than what I'm going through as well. So you kind of go, oh, right, well, I better pick myself up and help support these other guys as well, because they're doing it and provide an example for them, and we strengthen each other and we support each other, and I think that's the main thing about it.
Mm-hmm. And would it be fair to say, like you said before, like staying motivated and that accountability, does that play a big role as well, mate, in having the group of guys and myself in your corner?
Yeah, definitely, because you know that you're part of something bigger. You know that as new guys come on, you're going to be able to start adding things that you didn't know, and then you've figured out along the way, or someone else has told you, and you can pass that on to someone else, and it starts to grow, out by itself, if that makes sense. Like, yeah.
Absolutely. And you fast forward a few months now, mate, like where do you feel now compared to where you were before you started, both physically and mentally, mate?
Mentally, I'm feeling great. I think that's probably the biggest benefit. I mean, it's definitely the biggest benefit. Physically, I feel fitter, faster. Like the capacity, the amount of physical work I can do, and I think also things that would have been a struggle, as in, you got to go and do your training, you got to eat particular foods at particular times. They've all sort of become part of my routine, so it takes a little while, but with that focus and support, the things that start to become routine, and it just becomes your way of life. And I think that's that's a benefit, a major benefit.
That's awesome, mate. And that's something, I guess for me, right from the get-go, that's what I really pride myself on, making this viable for your lifestyle, for everyone, everyday dads, and what they can do. And I guess to reiterate that, like, as at any stage have I put, is what we're doing extreme or massive on restrictions or setting unrealistic things compared to other methods?
No, and I think there's a little bit of, instead of saying just go and do this, there's a little bit of discovery that everyone has to do along the way. So, I mean, you don't just say, eat this, do this exercise, and do this other stuff, and then you'll follow these steps. There's the education component, which is more valuable, because then you take it for life, instead of just going, oh, here's your man shake, just keep drinking it, and then it's educating as well, and that's more valuable than just saying, here's your meal plan, eat these things, and then you can fit it into your life and make those decisions. You're right, there's no restriction saying you can't eat this, you can't drink that, you need to do this. It's all very relatable to real life.
And offering choices as well, mate. Like, I'm big on that, and like I said then, like making sure A, it's sustainable, but B, you can do it for the rest of your life through that education, that discovery process. Even the mobility that we do as well, mate. I mean, that you'd be fair to say, like, not that I've got anything against anyone in the health industry, whether it's treatment for physios or chiros, but what we help you dads really do is help mobilise yourself and treat your own bodies to keep it maintaining at a high level.
Yeah, that's right. It's not just keep smashing certain exercises, or just keep stretching or doing mobility. It's a balance of both. And it's like, if you're sore in this area, well, here's some reasons why it might be, and here's some exercises to target that. So, there's definitely the mobility part is definitely a big part of what you're doing.
Awesome, mate. Appreciate you sharing. And if there's a dad watching this right now, they're sitting on the fence, or they're not part of something like this, or they're a father who can resonate with some of the struggles like that can come with fatherhood, what would you say to them, mate? What would be your advice to them?
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to do it by yourself. If you try and do it by yourself, it's much harder than it needs to be. It's really pretty easy once you have a group of people, a group of dads who are on the same page. You've got Alex as coach. There's lots of other things you're going to be struggling through by yourself. Don't make this one of those things, I guess. I mean, it's as simple as that, really. I mean, and you look back at times when you've done great things. Well, I did. I look back at times I've done great things, and it's always been with a team, with a group of people around you. You know, you can always, be more than the sum of our parts, I guess. So,
Absolutely, mate. The whole strength in numbers, and really knowing, like you said, you don't have to go it alone. It doesn't have to be that way, and there is a way forward. And how's your way forward looking, mate? Like, how's the future look for you? I know we just been speaking previously about something that you've got coming up.
I'm feeling strong, and I'm feeling inspired and motivated, and I'm just feeling great. So,
Awesome, mate. Thanks again, Ben. And look, if you are a dad out there watching this now, and deep down there's something you're looking for, there's a change that you just know needs to take place, there's potentially you need to tap into and really unleash for yourself and for your family to be your best version, mate, don't hesitate. Reach out, touch base with us, whether it's through a Facebook page or contacting me directly, and let's see where we can help you change your life, because like Ben said, you don't have to go it alone, and there is a solution, and through good teamwork and having that camaraderie and coaching to help guide you all the way, the answer is there for you, and it's one that you can carry through for the rest of your life. But thanks again for joining us, Ben. I really do appreciate your time, mate, and as always. And yes, mate, looking forward to seeing you in the workouts coming up again, mate, with all the PBs and everything. We'll keep moving forward together, mate.
Yep. Cheers. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, mate.
See ya.